What's going on? It's Brother Jay, and I'm back with another thought of the day. And we got to start addressing some of this English language that people are using. So, my thought of the day is the patriarchy. Because people keep using this shit today like it's a password or something. Like if you just go get on the bus and you swipe your bus card and it's like that, you know what I'm saying? Like everything a motherfucker do that disagree with you is part of the patriarchy. Now, you gotta understand something. And understand it clearly. The patriarchy was all about slavery, which means total control of every movement that you're doing, what you're saying, who you're talking to. That's total fucking control. Now, in this modern day and age, you're saying, what woman's gonna give up total fucking control? Come on, be real. In this age of the days of the girl boss, they ain't giving up total control. They'll give you a little latitude and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But they ain't gonna just totally like, well, here's my heart. It's right here on the table and shit. You can have it if you want to. And no. You're gonna have to surrender some shit before you even able to acquire her heart like that. So I don't even know why in modern day time women are talking about patriarchy. You're talking about old abuse of the system. And that's correct. It was fucked up back then. Yes. But you can't use old school things all the fucking time and don't take no accountability for what you're doing. No. The patriarchy meant that established white men, you know what I'm saying, was in control of the system, and they moved the gears and they moved the political system, you're saying, to gauge it in their favor and stuff like that. That was back then. And even still in today, there are some. But not as much as like the 1960s. No. So stop claiming victimhood off of what happened in the 60s into modern day. You wasn't treated like that. You didn't get, you know what I'm saying, segregated or discriminated against on just being you as a female in this modern climate. So you have no right, you know what I'm saying, to talk about discrimination or the patriarchy is governing what's going on. The patriarchy. Now wait. Now this is where I'm mad at. You see, the way they saying it in the system, it makes sense. But when you're saying it to black men, when did black men ever have power? I mean, power enough that you can call it the patriarchy, like he's part of the patriarchy. When did black men have that power? No, for real though. You know what I'm saying? If you look back in the 60s and stuff like that, normal white men that walk down the street and stuff like, you know what I'm saying, if the black man didn't look to the ground and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, he was beat the fuck up. Now, that's part of a system that was called the patriarchy, where men was just governing everything. But see, this is where people are misinterpreting the words. Even in that system of the patriarchy, there was a matriarchy. That means that there was a woman that married him, that be whispering in his ear, baby, you should do this, and you should do this, that, and the other. That always have been part of time. So there was never really a patriarchy, because always a woman, even in the Egyptian days, even back in fucking Sodom and Gomorrah days, you can point back even in Adam and Eve days, that woman can whisper in his ear and persuade him to make decisions. There was never a patriarchy. That was a system created to blame men when shit goes wrong. That's what it really is. I know people, you know what I'm saying, they ain't gonna want to agree with me when I'm saying this right here, you know what I'm saying? But this is the truth of the shit. No man has always been in total control throughout all history. There's always some fucking female that said, okay, you know what I'm saying, I'm rubbing your back and I'm massaging you and making you feel good as a man, but I need this over here. It was never a total fucking system that was in control of all women. The fuck out of here. You forgetting women has always been the same way in time as they are in modern day. If I'm not suffering, fuck it. But if other bitches are suffering, that ain't me. So I ain't suffering, so fuck it. That's where they claiming patriarchy on. Because that woman is suffering, she suffered from male deviance and scheming and plans or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know, but there are always have been other ladies that, because they don't suffer, they saying, hey, I ain't saying shit. That's not the patriarchy. The truthful avenue is that's the matriarchy. Because women believe that I give birth to children. So I have a major voice and I say what is, and this is what it is. And if she's massaging them and kissing them and rubbing them the right way, you're like, yeah, you're right, baby, whatever you want. That's not a patriarchy. See, if it was a true patriarchy would be like, yeah, you know what? Get off my neck. You know what I'm saying? You kissing me and trying to massage me? Nah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't falling for that shit. You know what I'm saying? And fuck it, it's still male dominance. Never have been. Never have. Even if you want to go back to gladiator days. You know what I'm saying? The woman that this dude married of class system has a voice in that household. That's not a patriarchy. Patriarchy, in by definition, means that by male dominance, you follow. That's not, and has not been for the longest time. But these delusional brides, I'm saying, want to sit here and believe that men always ruled over women by power and dominance. No. Women always ruled by the system that as long as I'm not suffering, okay, you can call that play. That's always how it been. Always. From fucking class fucking, you know what I'm saying, you know, economical systems and stuff like that to, you know what I'm saying, tribal systems like from Africa and native cultures and stuff like that. It always have been that way. The ones that fucking have sway, power, and family strong ties, them the one that wasn't controlled. But they didn't care about the others that are controlled. They just cared as long as I'm not controlled. So that's not a patriarchy. That's a matriarchal system making a negotiable agreement with the tribal chiefs or whoever's in charge, I'm saying, of that tribe or system. You know what I'm saying? But it was never just always a patriarchy. That's delusional fucking thinking. I don't know what these people are talking about, man. They talking some delusional, Delulu. They in Lulu land. But I'm only going to say this like this. This is my conclusion, man. I keep hearing all this about the patriarchy, you know what I'm saying? Like men had so much control. When all you got to do is look at history books, poetry books, paintings, murals of artists painting shit. You know what I'm saying? It was always shown that this was never actually a patriarchy. See, you using that English language to blame someone when some things go wrong. But when did ever in history did anybody ever say, well, these ladies over here, you know what I'm saying, was, you know what I'm saying, put into sex trafficking because this girl got kidnapped when she was 14 years old and she seduced 20 and 30 women. Do they ever say that's the matriarchy on that? Is anyone ever stating that? No. Because one dude grabbed her and fucked her up. But she, because she became fucked up, grabbed 20 girls. And this dude is still to blame for her grabbing the 20 dudes. Okay, well then flip this. If your mom is dating a foul dude, and this dude grabbed the little boy, sexually molested him, now he's grabbing other little boys to be sexually molested. Is that all part of the patriarchy? Y'all better understand. I mean, I gotta open y'all ears to understand the true logic behind the words that you're using. You know what I'm saying? Y'all misusing English, and if you keep on misusing English, you're gonna mislead people. I'm out of here. Deuce.